What's going on, people? It's your guy P100. And this is obviously my first video on YouTube. And welcome to Kingdom Wealth Academy. You're probably asking yourself, why P100? Well, because I said to myself, I wanted to master and concentrate on one currency in particular, or one indice, I should say. And that's NAS 100. So that's why P100, NAS 100. You get it? And I want to welcome you to this channel if it's your first time. If it's not your first time, if you're used to trading, you're not used to trading, if you're a professional trader or you're just looking to start, or if you don't know anything about trading at all. Well, we are here to firstly build people's mentality and mindset in regards to trading. Because I believe when it comes to trading, a lot of people think, oh man, I just want to make the money. But that's the wrong attitude to come into trading. You have to come with an attitude where you want to gain the knowledge. And once you gain enough knowledge, then you can certainly think about the money. Because there's one thing I always say. If you're chasing the money, guess what? The money will run away from you. But if you go and get the knowledge, guess what will happen then? The money will just start coming to you. The money will just start coming to you. And that's why I wanted to show you a few things on here before, I go into what strategy I use, etc., etc. That will come in the following videos. But before I even carry on with that, please, please, please don't forget to press the following button, like, share the video, and let's make Kingdom Wealth kingdomly and let the world hear about this, because you won't regret it. Let me tell you about that. Now, let me talk about a bit about myself. When did I start trading? Roughly 2.5 years ago, 2.5 coming to 3 years. Profitable, let's say the last year and a half. Now, what have I learned about trading? I learned patience. I mean, patience pays. In the beginning, when I used to hear that, I used to think, what is this guy even talking about? But now, after trading for nearly 3 years, it's all making sense. And when I first started, I started with IML. I haven't got nothing bad to say about them. They showed me the basics. They gave me a good understanding of what trading is. But then I just wanted to elevate, and I wanted to make a difference, and I wanted to become a super trader. So then I heard people mentioning something about naked charts. So I was thinking, naked charts? What is that? I didn't want to use any indicators. I wanted to look at a chart, go in and see what is happening. So I just had to, reach out to a few different mentors that I found online, and I thank God for that. Spent a few months with them, 6-7 months, elevated, gained so much knowledge, and that's why we started building Kingdom Wealth Academy. But enough about me, and more about what I'm going to show you today. So obviously in all the later videos, I will show you what strategy I'm trading, why I'm trading it. We'll talk about the psychological part of things. We'll talk about how you actually knowing to trade only counts for like 10 to 20%, and it's 80% mindset, etc., etc., etc. I will go in deeper for you to have a deeper understanding in what trading actually is. But what I wanted to do, since it's just the first video, is go through one of the trades that I sent to the academy today, which is GBPJPY. And I wanted to show you why I've entered a buy in this. So firstly, what I always do is I come to the daily to just see what the overall trend is. And obviously you can see, for people that never traded before and they're seeing this, they're thinking to themselves, what is this? Why has he got a box around here? And why is he calling it LH? Firstly, the box hasn't got nothing to do with the LH. So this box that I marked up here, yeah, I call it the supply area. Okay, what do I mean by a supply area? What I simply mean is that when the market comes up to the supply area, what am I looking to do there? We always say sell high and buy low. So I'm always looking to sell the market once it comes down. And what happens? It comes down here, it sells, it comes up here. What does it do? It sells, it comes up here, it sells. So this is a very interesting area for me, which we call the supply area, okay? And what it does, once it comes here, I'll just simply focus on sells. So you can see when it came down, when it came up here, it sold all the way down to here. Now, this is where it comes to why I call this LH. What we usually mean by LH is the lower high, okay? The lower high, meaning This is the lower high of the market, and this is LL, the lower low. Meaning anything that comes between here and here, yeah, once it comes up here and it doesn't break this area, what am I looking to do again, guys? I'm looking to sell it, okay? But what is happening in the market right now on the daily, because don't forget I'm on a daily time frame, this is all just a pullback. A pullback is when the market is retracing back to a certain area before it carries on with a normal trend, okay? Now, I could see that the market is pulling back nicely. So I could see on the daily, okay, we can concentrate on buying until it comes to our lower high area, okay, our supply area. And if it doesn't break it and it comes on here and it struggles, there's a little resistance. Guess what I will do then? I will go down and sell with it, okay? Now, what I'll do then is I'll go one time frame lower, which is the hour 4. Clicked on hour 4, and I could see, okay, it's still doing up moves. So in trading, we have 3 different market trends, right? We have the downtrend when it's going down, and we have an uptrend, and we have something called ranging. Ranging is when it's just playing in one specific area, okay? Now, I could see that it's still making nice up moves, okay? So in that way, what I done then is I thought to myself, let me go to a lower time frame. So I went to minute 5. And what I done in minute 5, I could see on here, have a look, it was doing lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, okay? So I thought to myself, okay, so that's in the 5 minutes. But afterwards, I could see that when it started pulling back, guess what? It came in it broke my last lower high. So once it broke my last lower high, I knew that I'm not concentrating on buys anymore, because what this is called, once it's not going, once it's not doing the same move down and it comes and it breaks this move here, what we call this is a chock. Let me write this down for you as well, so you understand what this is. And a chock simply means change of character. Do you know what we call a change of character? Because on here, you could see it was doing lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows. And what market trend is it? It's going down. So it's a downtrend, right? So as soon as we know, let me write this on here for you as well. Just be one moment. As soon as we know it comes and it breaks our most recent, wait, let me just change that, lower high, then we're not concentrating on sales no more. Okay, now let's see. Did this move here break our last lower high? It certainly did. Once it does it the first time, we call it chock, the change of character, okay? So once I saw that in the minute 5, I said to myself, okay, once it does the chock, what we want now is we want the market to pull back. The pullback is this bit here, when it goes the opposite direction before it starts going our direction again, okay? So when I saw the market pull it back, let me show you, it done a pullback here. It came to this white line that I put on there. I was like, okay, enter here, go on minute 1 to find entries. Because I said, if it pulls back to my white line here, I'm looking to enter. So what I done then is I went to minute 1. Okay, this is why it's so important to use different time frames. Don't just only stick to one time frame, guys. Use different time frames to go and see your confluences and your confirmations, etc., etc. But I will do other videos where I will go more into details when it comes to that and when I'm analyzing the market, okay? So on here, when it done the chock, I waited for the pullback, and then guess what? It came back down here, and I said, let me just go in so you guys can see it properly. I said once it starts buying and it goes back to my white line and it doesn't break below my white line, guess what I will do, guys? I will buy. So I told the academy, guys, yeah, let's go for the buy. That was at 1:20 p.m. because I'm in UK, London. Okay. I said to the guys, go for a buy for GBPJPY. And then I send them a nice signal with TP1, TP2, and TP3. For those who don't know what I mean by TP1, TP2, TP3, that's our take profit. So this means that as soon as it comes to our TP1, it will just take you out automatically and you're making your profit. And I'll go a bit more into detail how much our TP1 was, how much our TP2 was, and certainly how much our TP3 was. So as soon as it done that, guess what? It came back down to my white line. So guess what I told the academy again? Re-enter, guys. For those who missed out on the original entry, re-enter. Now, what happened from here, guys? It came, it hit our TP1. Ching, ching, ching. Okay? Even went above our TP1, pulled back, and hit our TP2. Now the academy is smiling, right? So when they done that, let me just go back to minute 5. Okay? When they done that, when they hit our TP1 and TP2, that was good because we banked in 30 pips plus 50 pips. Okay? Now what happened here, guys? After it hit our TP1 and TP2, what we then did is it pulled back, nearly coming back to our original entry. So what do you think I told the academy again? Guys, you can re-enter again. Okay? But what I would like you to do is just go for TP1. What happened, guys? It came, hit our TP1, hit our TP2 again, came back down to our TP1, and then from here, the rest was history, guys. It went past our TP2 and hit our final TP, which is TP3. Now, you can see on here that we said TP1 30 pips, TP2 50 pips, and TP3 100 pips, right? This means that once it comes for our entry and hits our TP1, let's say for training purposes, yeah, for this video, we go in with 0.10, okay? One lot. Because I'm in the UK, that will obviously be £1, okay? So if you're in Germany or Italy or something like that, your 0.10 will be €1. If you're in America, it will be $1 and so on, okay? So that basically means if it hits our TP1, how much am I making if I entered with £1 and it hit 30 pips? 30 pips is basically, so a pip is the amount of times the candle's going up, okay? So if it's going up by one, that's 1 pip. If it's going up by 2, that's 2 pips. And if you're in with £1, that's the amount of money you can make. So basically, if it hits from your entry to our TP1, you're making 30 times the amount that you put on. In our case here is £1, okay? So we made £30. Took us out nicely. Guess what? When it hit TP2, how much did we make? It says 50 pips. So you know, whatever you put on there, on this video, we put £1 on here, it's 50 pips, so you're making £50. 30 plus 50, £80 already. £80 already if you entered a few times. So if you only entered once and you just went for TP1, you're only making 30. But if you entered twice and your first one is for TP1 and your second one is for TP2, then guess what? All in all, out of £2, you made £80. Now, if you entered 3 times, okay, so you entered 0.10 3 times, and you entered 1 for TP1, 1 for TP2, and the final TP3, guess how much you cashed in all in all? You cashed in 30 plus 50 plus 100 pips, which is all in all 180 pips of £3, which is 180 pounds of £3, guys. Now, do you guys remember when I said when it hit TP2, it pulled back down and I asked my group to enter again? So if you entered from here and you just went for TP1 again, that's on or around 25 pips, right? But let's just round up to 30 pips. That means all in all, out of £3, you made £210. Now, this was just a nice little trade that I sent to the academy, guys. And how long did it take? The signal was sent at 20 past 1 p.m. and our final TP hit at 5:15 p.m. 2, 3, 4, 5. 4 hours for 210 pips, guys. I think that's absolutely splendid. And all we done, just to show you again, is we just followed the market flow. You know, one thing that I do is I go with the flow. I go with the trend. Obviously not in real life. I have my own style, you know. But when it comes to the market, guys, we follow the market. We absolutely follow the market. And obviously with that, we have a strategy, you know. But with the strategy, I'll do a few more videos where I'll go more into that. But we follow a strategy, we follow our confluences, and we go with it, guys. And that's exactly where it is. It's not that I just came on here Went to the 1 hour and I was like, oh my God, okay, yeah, let me just go into a buy. That's not how it works, guys. We go, we see what's happening. Okay, we can see it's doing higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, and so on. So we go with the market flow. And then what we then do is go to lower time frames to find good entries, which we done there. So you can see I came to the 5 minutes. I could see it went past my line, came to retest it, went to minute 1. And then what did I do in minute 1? Find good entries. 0 drawdown, guys. This is our SL, okay? Our SL stands for still learning. That's why I say in my academy all the time. But SL stands for stop loss, okay? That means, I mean, it's all in the name. It's stopping you from losing more than you want, okay? And what a lot of people don't understand with the stop loss, in this case, what do? 20 pip stop loss, okay? Okay. And what it is, a lot of people are like, oh no, why should I start trading? I can't afford to lose like £100, £200 a day. What a lot of people are not aware, you are in control in how much you can lose. You are in control in how much you can lose. If you can only afford to lose £10, that's not a problem. Then what you do from here, yeah, from the starting point, from where you want to trade, you go down, look at that. So when you see this, you always disregard the last number. So that's 10 pips. So that means if it goes the opposite way, if it's not going my way, which I want it to go. So my way is I want it to buy, okay? If it's going the opposite way and it goes 10 pips against me, guess what? It takes me out the market automatically. So I'm just willing to lose £10 if I go in with 0.10. Yeah? And that's basically what it is, guys. You know, I don't want to give you too much information. I don't want to talk too much in regards of you know, the strategies and everything, as I said before. But I wanted to show you what I just looked out for in order to give my academy a near enough perfect trade. Let's just see how much RR it is, because I believe in risk to reward. Okay, so let's see. Let me go on here. I'll do it for my risk to reward. There we go. Okay, from here all the way to here. Okay. Let's see. That was our SL here. So you can see our risk to reward ratios are 1 to 3, guys. Not bad at all, right? About, yeah, not 20 pips, sorry, about 30 pips stop loss here. And our final TP was 97 pips. Splendid to me. 1 to 3. You can't go wrong. And I believe when it comes to trading, your risk to reward is the most important thing. You know, other people are looking at, I need to get 400 pips in 1 day. I need to get 700 pips in 1 day. Please get away from that mentality. Okay? I will never forget what one of my mentors said to me. As long as you're making £1 even, you're making too much already. Because last year this time, you weren't trading at all. So now that you're trading, I want you to have the mentality of, I want to gain the knowledge. Let me forget even making money right now. Let me gain the knowledge. Let me ask questions. Let me hit SL for a few times, because I believe it's a great feeling when it hits SL. Why? Because this is when you realize what went wrong. Why did it come this way? And as you know, in trading, you can't always be right. So sometimes it will hit your SL, but I want you to always go back and see, wait, did I not look at lower highs, lower low? Did I not look at it coming to my demand area, to my supply area, however you trade? But what I want you to do is that no matter what you do, is know that eventually you will get it. I don't know how long it will take you. It can take you 6 months. It can take you a year. It can take you 3 years. It can take you 10 years by all you know. But one thing I can guarantee you is that once you put the work in, there is no way you're not going to make it. And that's why I say to my academy people all the time, you are in Kingdom Wealth Academy for a reason. And I'm telling you, if you put the work in, there's no way you're not going to become successful. But the one thing I don't want you to do is look around you and be like, oh my God, he's just been trading for 2 months. He's just been trading for 6 months and they already make thousands. That doesn't matter. Because I remember what my mom always said to me. It doesn't even matter how much you make. What matters is how much you can save. So what I'm saying to you is that it doesn't matter how much money is floating in your account. It only matters how much money you actually take out. You can tell I'm passionate about this. And I want you to know that If you want to start trading, and if you want to see a way out, and if you want to be financially free, your time is now. Not tomorrow, not later. Your time is now. So there's one quote I want to leave you with, and that's what I will do on every video that I'll do on YouTube. One quote for me. Don't ask God to guide your footsteps if you're not willing to move your feet. Have you been saying to yourself, yes, I need to start. I know I need to start. Have you been saying to yourself, oh, I had a few losses and right now I can't be bothered? Have you said to yourself, oh my God, I put over 2,000 pounds, euros, dollars, yen, whatever money, whatever currency you're on in, and I can't see no difference I'll be losing. Listen, let me tell you something. You haven't tried hard enough. You have to take L's. And when we're talking about L's, I'm not talking about losses. I'm talking about learning. Okay? I don't believe in losses. It's only a loss if you give up for good. Then you can say L stands for loss. But while you're still at it, L stands for learning. So please, take a day or two, have a breather, go out, walk around and come back and say, we can do it. Because if I can do it, if P100 can do it, trust me, you can do it too. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for taking your time out. Thank you very much for giving me one of the most valuable things that you can never get back, which is your time. God bless you. Stay up, pray up, and let's please cake up. It's your guy P100. Let's go.